Hello everybody, this is IndieGeek, and today I'm taking a look at Drifter. So this is a game by Celsius Game Studios, and it is available on Steam Early Access for $12, and of course I will link in the description to where you can purchase it for yourself if it looks like something that you would be interested in playing. So basically what this is it is a kind of a spaceship simulator. Basically you play as the pilot of a spaceship, and you can choose to either just roam around and kind of make the game what you want it to, or you can take missions, all that kind of stuff. It kind of reminds me of maybe if you had something like EVE Online, but as a single player kind of thing. So I'm just going to jump in, new game with tutorial, and show you guys kind of what's going on. I will be using kind of a mix of controller as well as keyboard, because controller stuff is not 100% implemented yet. And of course I do need to say in the top left corner, it does say of course that it is in beta, and that is just kind of the disclaimer for the video that this is in beta, so there may be bugs, there may be issues, you know, not representative of the final product. So thank you for checking out Drifter. This short tutorial will go over some of the basics of flying your ship before you begin. Okay, move, yep, either using W, A, and D, or with the analog stick. So we're going to fly out to this waypoint to start with. So first things first, the game looks really nice. You know, I'm not normally big into like space games, but this one kind of caught my interest, and I thought I would check it out, and it looks great. So then we can use either left shift or the R1 button to use our afterburners, which of course makes this go a little faster. And then we've got slipstream, which gives you kind of the Star Trek kind of Warp 9 sort of effect here going. So that's cool. Alright, so this is just going to teach us how to lock on to things. Oh, and I accidentally locked onto a ship, but that's not what I wanted. Where'd they go? Oh, weird. Okay, so normally it would have had me just collect those crates, but I guess somehow I managed to skip that section of the tutorial. That's alright. So this is teaching you how to lock on and fight, as well as then locking on and using missiles, which it does not necessarily explain how to do well for gamepad, so I will let you know now that I'm using the X button. You just hold it until you get the lock on, then you fire your missile. Of course, I need to get like straightened out here. So, not that I've ever flown a real spaceship or anything, but it feels kind of like what you would expect to want to feel, I guess, playing a game like this, in terms of like the physics of your spaceship. Alright, so when you click on your ship, it brings up a radial menu, which I will show now. And that lets us do different things, so we can look at various system maps as well as kind of the whole galaxy map. We can look at what's on our ship here, this kind of stuff. So basically this is going to be our menu for everything. So we are wanting to go to the space station next, and basically all it told us was that we should go pick up some antimatter if we want at the space station. So now that the tutorial is over, this is when the game really just becomes whatever you want to make of it. So I will go to the stock market and buy some antimatter. There it is. Buy. Maybe I'll buy like 10. Buy. Cool. And then we can go to our mission office, look at our available missions, and I think I'll just take this first one. So bring back 2,000 kilograms of certain kind of rock from asteroid fields. And you can take a ton of missions at once. I don't know that I've actually finished any missions, because that's just kind of the nature of how I would play a game like this. I may not worry so much about a mission. So what I've been doing instead is I have been basically just kind of flying around and enjoying my time, enjoying the scenery here. You know, the music's pretty nice. Like I said, the visuals look great. And yeah, I mean, that's basically what I've been doing with the game. The nice thing is the game does not really punish you for really just kind of making it what you want to. And that has, that's pretty much been the way that I've played it so far. You know, I've collected some materials for missions, but I haven't, like, gone back and turned any missions in yet. And so, you know, I can't speak too much for, like, how much content is here already. But, you know, I kind of view it as sort of, in a way, I mean, it's kind of like just an open world game. You can really make of it whatever you want. So here I'm just kind of collecting some ore. See, the problem, of course, is trying to actually find the right kind of stuff for the mission. Because this is the same issue I had when I tried it before. So there we go, that's 1 unit. I don't know how much that gives us weight-wise, but... Okay, I got some copper ore. Ooh, no. So, you know, the other aspect, of course, is the combat aspect, which, you know, I've had to get into combat a couple times. For the most part, it's not too bad. I'm not, like, finding that I'm just getting, like, beat up by other ships or anything. So actually, there's a ship out there, which I will hopefully just avoid, but you never know, it may want to come out and try and attack me. I keep running into these rocks as well. But, you know, I would say that this is a pretty decent overview of what's going on in the game right now. So, you know, there are some combat missions, there are a lot of these kind of go collect stuff missions. You know, some of the things that need work done, of course, are things like the kind of the interface menus, as well as just making sure that all of the menus and stuff work well with the controller, which right now they don't, which is why I'm kind of doing a combination of controller play and keyboard play. Holy cow, I cannot get this. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So, let's see, I should go into my cargo here, see how much I've got. Oh, does it not tell me how much that weighs, though? Ooh. Okay, that's... See, that's interesting. Oh, 10 units. Okay, cool. So I can deliver 10 units to Axie. Okay, that's helpful. So, you know, maybe I'll probably just do this a little bit more. I don't know, maybe I'll go try and, like, attack this ship. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's probably not going to be too happy about it, honestly. But, you know, like I was saying, that is kind of the nice thing about the game is, you can really do whatever you want, and that's pretty much what I've been doing with it so far, is I've just taken it as my opportunity to, I don't know, sometimes I just pretend that I'm Captain Picard. Oh nice, I got some basic homing missiles. So I don't know if there'll be like consequences to that or not. But sometimes if I see a ship that I don't really like, I'll just take it out. You know, but that, like I said, that is kind of what's going on with the game right now, just because, you know, as much as there is missions, there isn't, like, really kind of an overall mission to the game. At least not yet. I don't know if maybe that's something that's planned for the future. Honestly, it doesn't need to be, because I think this works fine. You know, it just going into it, you kind of have to know that you are going to get out of it whatever you want to put into it, because this is not, you know, this is not like an RPG where it's going to tell you, oh, your final goal is to, you know, beat this person or something. No, it's very much a, here's your ship, you can get missions if you want. There's a whole trade and mining system in the game. I mean, we're collecting materials here, and we can go and sell these materials and buy other materials. So, I mean, there's a lot of in-depth stuff here. Just, you know, don't go in expecting, like, a story, because the story is that, you know, you basically make the story your own by choosing to do whatever you want to do. I mean, I know that I've kind of said that a lot this video, but that's really kind of the big idea of this game. And personally, I like that. I think that's a cool idea. I think it's a cool way to do a space game like this. You know, for basically my first space game, I'm having a good time with it. I think it's good. You know, like I said, of course, it is in early access, so keep that in mind. You may want to, I don't know, maybe just keep an eye on it for now and see what gets added. Or, you know, if you like the whole early access thing, you can jump in now and start playing it now. And talk to the devs, talk to them and let them know what kind of stuff you would want to see added or changed to the game. Let's see how we're doing for our rock here. I still think so we don't quite have enough. But, you know, I'm probably going to end it about here. Because for right now, I mean, there's not a ton more to show. This is, you know, this is what you need to know going into it, is that this is kind of what to expect with the game so far. And, you know, some people are going to like that, some people aren't. And that's totally fine. I think if this is going to be a game for you, you probably are going to know that from seeing this video. There's not, you know, much else that I can say about it. So, you know, I think that is where I'm going to wrap it up. I give it a recommendation if you are looking for a game like this, honestly. Like, I know that sounds like a total cop-out as far as, like, letting you know what I think about the game, but there's not much else to really, like, say. You know, if you're not normally into kind of a free-form game that lets you choose what you want to do, I don't think this game is going to change your mind about that. But if you are looking for something where you can basically just kind of relax and play, then, you know, I think this is a good purchase. I think if you're looking for something where you can just control a ship and go do whatever you want, then I say go for it. I like it. I think that you will like it as well. So, as always, feel free to leave comments if there's anything that you would like to comment on. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos every single day. And if you liked what you saw in my video of Drifter, then please consider clicking on the like button, because that could help me out a lot, and I appreciate everything that you do to help. So with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.